TC, Spiritual Shepherd. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today, what we're really getting into is being patient. Okay, one thing that is going on in my life, this is going to be a little bit of an event, but I want you guys to think about something like this. Okay, so being patient. I have about 18 modules that I'm still adding to my new course, and I have over 200 videos on this new course. I have multiple clients. I have multiple businesses that I'm either running or about to start running. I am starting to become a very busy person. This is in no way a flex. In no way am I trying to put anything on people or anything like that. But with this type of responsibility, I want you to realize that it comes with a bag of patience. It comes with a large bag of patience. You have to be patient, and you also have to be understanding and overstanding that the creation that I'm putting out, that we are putting out as a collective society, as a collective consciousness, sometimes this requires a lot of patience. Okay, it requires a lot of dedication, livocation, and it requires a lot of responsibility. You guys want high quality content, and a lot of times it's at this instant gratification. I always need something. I always I need this answer. I need this answer. I need this answer. And sometimes we only have so much time in our day that I can't answer every type of question. Now, if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out, okay? I'm not getting as many responses as I know that you guys have, as many questions. And sometimes you guys a lot of people are generally sporadic. Okay, a lot of people are not minimalist or minimalized or scheduled or organized. So a lot of people are chaotic in their energy. So I inspire you. If it's not me that you reach out to, it's somebody, a high value creator that you reach out to. And in that, they will give you the right answer. They will lead you down the proper path. And let's kind of get into this, guys. Let's really get into this. Are you going to allow people to stop you? Are you going to allow people are you going to prove them right when they say that you can't do it? Or are you going to step up anyways? My whole thing is I'm just not going to stop. I'm just not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. I've done a Spartan race, and my whole thing is I haven't done a Spartan race in years, but I know that I'm going to start doing Spartan races again. I'm going to do a trifecta. I'm going to do multiple Spartan races per year, maybe multiple trifectas. I'm going to start running more and more. I'm going to start doing more calisthenics and more stretching. And I'm going to really start focusing on health as my truest wealth. And a lot of times we get into the vanity aspects, or we get into the quick aspects, whether that's in business, whether that's in fitness, whether that's in riches, whether that's in wealth, whether that's in a cultivation of family and friends. Sometimes this is like a really big correlation in a lot of our lives, that we generally misplace a lot of our energy for how we are being perceived and how we are seen, or how we even just think that we are being perceived. And I think that it's important that we go internal with envisionment, with internal vision, where we have a certain perception of ourselves. Similar to that of like David Goggins, where you're the only person that I'm here to beat today is me. The only person that I'm here to beat today is me. And I'm transforming and transmuting my younger self. That younger self is transforming and building and cultivating into the best version of myself. And right now I'm also continuously building into the best version of myself. So I know that my future self is going to even be an even greater self if I keep staying in this now and I keep living powerfully in this now. So I want you guys to kind of take these things with a grain of salt, that there are consumers and there are producers, okay? And obviously there is a spectrum, but I want you guys to understand that there are high producers, high value creators and producers, Okay, and then there's high consumption, materialism. There is, vampirism, and then there's empathy, compassion, and joy. And I want you guys to kind of see your own ego in this, as well as I've seen my own ego, and I'm still working on it, and we're all still working on it. But it's important that you actually do the work, that you don't just be self-righteous in the negative aspect with the lowercase s, but capital S, self-righteous, as in you are living righteous for the highest self. Okay, that is really what it comes forth and down to, okay? Where we have to start cultivating our best selves by actually doing a nutritional diet, actually doing a nutritional plan, actually doing a training modality, actually having supplementation, actually putting effort into our relationships and listening and having eye contact and actually enjoying being and spending and investing time into people, investing time into our relationships, okay? Also cultivating our businesses, our fitness, our wealth, and not just spending on liabilities consistently. If you understand what an LLC is, limited liability company, a limited liability company, it's the same thing in your life. It's the same thing that you are just to limit liabilities in your life. Limit liabilities and people who are liabilities. Okay, I want you guys to understand that assets and liabilities or any type of thing are nouns. So people, places, things, ideas. Limit all of the negative ideas that you have, the liabilities. Okay, limit the negative people, liabilities. Limit the negative places, environments that you guys go to and like to frequent. Okay, what you frequently see is your frequency. So where you frequent, where you go consistently and frequently in your environments, if you're going to places where you're poisoning yourself, ultimately, you're poisoning yourself with toxic people, you're poisoning yourself with toxic substances, you're poisoning yourself with toxic environments. Ultimately, what are you gonna produce? What fruit are you gonna produce from that? Toxic fruit, poisonous fruit. So then you take the reverse aspect, which is what we cultivate, which is ultimately put yourself into positive environments, into proactive, prolific environments where you are continuously learning, you are continuously growing, you are being continuously challenged, you are being continuously, courageous to step up for the highest version of yourself. You quit that substance. You stop eating toxic food. You you don't need a day. You don't need a day to change your life. You don't need January 1st to change your life. You just change your life because you know that it's good for you. You know that it's healthy for you. You know that it's wealthy for you. See, health is the greatest wealth. So focus on your health first and the wealth follows. Okay. And the thing is like a lot of people are not even wealthy and they care too much about materialistic wealth that they don't actually think about internal wealth that cannot be destroyed, where moth and rust destroy inside of you. Okay, your intelligence, they can't take that away from you. Your emotion, they can't take that away from you unless you allow them to do these types of things. Your physicality, they can't take that away from you. Your strength, your emotionality, your feminine, your masculine, they can't take that away from you unless you allow it. Unless you allow the people, society, something to bring you down externally. That's where you cultivate stoicism, extreme stoicism, being proper, being, building and cultivating your life properly. Now, let's kind of conclude this, guys. I want you guys to think about this last thing before we close. What is stopping you? What is ultimately stopping you? And then break down that barrier. What is ultimately holding you back? Break down that barrier, or even just limit boundaries or have boundaries with those types of things. So a lot of exercises that I try to do is I realize like how consistent am I being? How consistent am I being with my business? How consistent am I being with my journaling? How consistent am I with my fitness and my training? How consistent am I with my nutrition? How consistent am I with focusing in my relationship? Multitude of things, okay? Self-health, wealth, relationships, okay? In that order. Self-health, wealth, relationships, in that order. Because from those types of things, you cannot cultivate somebody else in a relationship if you don't have yourself in order, if you don't have your health in order, and if you don't have at least some form of financial, balance and stability in order. So I encourage you guys that self-health, wealth, relationships, okay? I dare you guys to be rare. I dare you to be rare. I dare you to be rare. This is the cultivation of TC, the spiritual shepherd. This is exactly what we are here for. What my company and what this business is built for is to inspire you guys to actually dare to be rare. Not just to be like, oh, I think I'm going to be sort of kind of rare, and I think I'm going to sort of kind of be wealthy, and I think I'm sort of going to kind of be semi-healthy. No, it's like we're going to take it to the next level, to the next level, and then the next level, the next level. And that all starts with don't allow people more space than they belong in your head, more space they belong in your environment, and that comes from really getting down to the nitty-gritty that you are here to help people. You are here to help people, but you cannot help people until they want to help themselves. Those are the environments that you surround yourself with. You surround yourself with environments of people who want to help you just as much as you want to help them. That's pretty much it, guys. Peace, much love, namaste. Everything's in the description, so check out my store, check out my course. There is if you guys want, I'm gonna put something in the description that is a very high percentage off, more than 50% off of my entire course for now. So when you guys are watching this video, it is found in the description. Peace, much love each and every one of you guys. Namaste.